These are the best highlights from the matchup between T1 and DRX during the 2024 LCK Summer Split.
See on the other side, you know, Teddy's very confident.
Oh, Empress Divide going to be thrown down. Faker rocket jumping, trying to get away. As Sponge is moving in. Oh, this is so dangerous. The flash has to be employed. And Ona not able to get too much, but does manage.
Scuttle Crab going over to Ona, but not willing to let the grubs go.
Yeah, level 6 has been hit here by Ona, though, as there's the Zenith Blade. Pletter actually going in, grasping roots. Comes down as Ona is the focus, but Faker's already dived in. That's the first blood, and it goes to Tristana. Gets the reset there as well, as Frog's rotated down. It is a disaster for DRX, although they only lose one. They should also lose the grubs off the back end.
He's starting to take over in this matchup and pull a bit of a lead now.
Oh yeah, this is really dangerous. Grasping Root's going to get double value, but I don't know whether it even matters. Stranglethorns comes in, the knockup comes down. Dawning Shadow and Faker gets in there. Now Yahoo just trying to get himself out. The Emperor's Divide did absolutely nothing. Pletter trying to take matters.
It's a really nice play from T1 there.
Yeah.
And they're continuing to apply the pressure. They're now going to look to get 6 Void Grubs. And
6 grubs is
for Carrier to answer back.
Yeah, potential dive here as there is the flash attempt onto Sponge, but they haven't picked up the turret aggro just yet, and he's used everything. Frog able to avoid, as now Carrier should be going down here. Mystic shots, it's going to be able to be Teddy picking up the kill. And Frog seems to be okay for the moment, although he's not out of the woods just yet. Oh god, this must be so scary for the little Skarner, or the lawnmower, or the terrifying large Skarner. Whatever it is, he is in a whole host of trouble. Gumayusi does not want to be tanking this one as the Impale goes wide, and that means they can pounce on in and grab the kill. Ona very close to going down there.
So really smart from Sponge to bait that out. They're now in trouble.
And after flashes, yeah, walls don't really mean too much here for Frog, and finally the Stranglethorns get some value. DRX would never do that.
Hey, we're casters, that's what we're supposed to do.
Unless it's lore, in which case that can't be. As good buffer there from Faker, but he can't buffer the next one. There's the Flash Emperor's Divide. That's the kitchen sink, ladies and gentlemen, being used to take down the GOAT. And
to clear this out, we can see Teddy moving then. He was the one who got the kill on the Faker, so big payoff. T1 just moved their pressure up towards the top lane though.
Yeah, this is not going to last very long. Teleport is going to be used here. That's going to bring Yahoo over, unless it was just interrupted by Carrier, in which case he's not going to be there to join. Frog does find himself the Impale, as Dawning Shadow is going to be what locks down the kill onto the Skarner in the end. Teddy trying to get some autos down, as my goodness, Sponge, he's not even able to take the dragon without costing it his life. As now, yeah, he will go down. Faker takes a lot of damage, though, and those plants need to be respected. Carrier now doesn't have a lot of damage, and so Yahoo, they're just fighting over the honey fruit. Oh, this is a battle for the ages. Carrier, I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win. The Nautilus is just too strong as he takes down the Pigeon, and look at that guy. Just saunters his way back to the bottom lane.
Such a thing, just Carry with gold. You know, do we expect anything else? Nope. I feel like maybe a year or two ago this might have surprised us, but this is just Carrier.
It is. And well, you get a teleport from your Skarner.
I love how they're defending this tower so heavily when it's an Azir tower.
Wait, who's defending who? Like, Solar Flare going to connect here onto Carrier as over the wall goes Frog, finds the Ram. There is the Impale, and they take down the Nautilus. They need a lot to do it. That still could get them some respite in any sort of siege being put up by DRX.
You know what I feel like they're going to do?
What?
They're going to do this crazy thing. You might not believe they'll do this, but being that it's T1, I think they'll probably start the Baron.
That may happen. True Shot Barrage was a decent attempt there from Teddy, but not quite fast enough. That will be the Cloud.
So now Teddy's left alone to defend the tower. It's going to go so fast.
Yeah, he does have a True Shot Barrage, but it's not going to be able to save this turret, and that is just going to explode. Teddy able to Arcane Shift backwards. Now the rest of DRX trying to make their way over. This is a deep flank from Frog, who's trying to get in there. He's invested his teleport for it as well. If they get nothing for this, it could be an absolute catastrophe. Faker gets rammed into the wall, but it doesn't really seem to matter because the Impale doesn't land. There's the ulti onto Pletter, though. He goes in. DRX now have rebuilt the Phalanx as the spear is going to miss. But T1 have just said, we'll just keep you at arm's length. We'll just throw out what we can find without hard committing. Is Nevermind! Gumayusi has to cleanse, and there's Teddy. Grabs the Trinity Force proc and takes down the center. Faker now has to get out of there, and DRX, they now have a slight man advantage, but not really a lot. Didn't really take into account here, so they have that extra teleport available. They might have to sacrifice a lot if they want to be able to get this Baron, as Yeah, Carrier
Owner's
booking it
not
into the pit. Yeah, Owner's going to take a while to get over here. I think this Baron is going to go over to DRX. But what is going to happen elsewhere on the map? Faker actually deciding to teleport back in.
Little exchange.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I think, you know, Faker, if he had been given another opportunity, would have probably opted to just stay there towards that bottom summit. See whether it does work out here. As Plants coming on out, trying to be frustrating. Pleta goes in, gets the rocket jump out of Faker. Should give Teddy some free time with this outer turret, and they will be able to at least take that. So,
towards the bot lane, and they're going to get the dragon as well. So mid tier 1 going down obviously is nice. DRX now going to take this tier 2.
yeah, they should
Hoping for their sake.
try and push Frog away. True Shot Barrage hitting the wave mostly. Gumayushi, oh my goodness, Teddy looked at him and he takes so much damage here. That is going to be this inner turret falling down as well. And DRX, when it comes to the demolition, which is what they want, down to 50%. Same can be said for Teddy, though. Really has to stand in this backline. There is the Drake secured by the Gnar, and Yahoo really going to stretch DRX. Teleport available for Frog, but not for Yahoo.
Teddy
That means
low.
that, yeah, T1, they can just start this one up. And Pleta taking a lot of poke damage if he decides that he wants to come on over here. Teddy over the wall. They maybe think, oh, there he is, he goes in. Gumayushi has to flash. And Sponge still here threatening. Depth charge going to be used on the Zyra, and they just burst down the Baron. Zeus is also just kind of winning the game casually by himself here as well. And DRX, I think they were stuck between a whole lot of different, very difficult decisions, and Spear is going to connect. Pleta is executed. Sponge, he throws down the Stranglethorns, but then he has to flash out of there. And I think this is the beginning of the end for DRX. Yahoo, there are a lot of plates spinning right now, but there's also a lot that are just lying strewn on the ground. They weren't able to keep up with all of them as T1 were just throwing too many decisions their way. Zeus, I don't know what that one was about, but he's got a GA, so he may as well dive underneath Nexus turrets, and he almost takes them all out as he does so. Onto the fountain goes Sponge, and he'll just have to watch as T1 finishes off the Nexus. DRX made him work for it, but didn't really feel close at many of the stages of this game.
And it felt like DRX.
These were some of the best moments from the matchup between T1 and DRX during the 2024 LCK Summer Split. Which moment was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below.